Well, MTWS fans, for the first time in 2 years, and the first time in 7 years with a season, it is now time to get closer to the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup and the 2022 MTWS Championship. What an exciting season it was in our return since 2015. But now it's time to reveal the tracks, the long-awaited tracks for the Runners-Up Cup and the Championship. So MTWS fans, are you ready to see the tracks? As of course, we're going to start off with the Runners-Up Cup. And here is the racing track for the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup. As this is the first one that's been done in 7 years, of course, and it's pretty much the exact same standard setup that I've done for MTWS Las Vegas events since 2015 and the Championship, where I have dirt hills of MTWS's colors on each side of the hills as to make sure they trucks stay in their lanes. And since it was so wide, which is something I could not do in MTM2 for some stupid reason, I did not need turning cars here. Plus they wouldn't really fit since the hills do good enough. So that's the first time. So yeah, this is how setup is going to be for racing. And of course, not only is it of course Vegas style racing, but it's actually Vegas style racing outside the stadium. As the trucks start off out in the back as they drive into the stadium like such, as that paint was very difficult to get. And then they make the turn right here, as you can see. Nice sharp turn. That track, I made a very good job with the turns and all that. Then the trucks line up for the jump, and there we go. And with that, that is how racing would be done in the Runners-Up Cup. Although racing for a championship, of course, is going to be the same with some little differences. But of course, you're not really looking for the racing track. No. You're looking for the freestyle track. So, and here it is, MTWS fans. Here is the freestyle track for the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup. As, oh boy, it's quite big. It's up there as one of the bigger ones in the regular season, although it's still very tame compared to what's going to be coming up for the championship. So, of course, as you can see, we got two van stacks with one on dirt and one on the ground. And then we have a ramp with cars on top of it, kind of like a weird step up, which I've never done before. Then, remember the rock pile, I believe it's from World Finals 13? Yep, I brought that out there, and I made it into a fountain. A big fountain, too. And I made a new box fan stack. You see right there, it's all pink, with a car right there next to it, too. That's the first time I was at. And I brought the fountain from World Finals 13 on both sides of the tracks. Then, closer to our side, you see a step up and on angle with a jammer next to it. Near the end of the stadium, you can see a backflip wall, which I fixed the no-codes on, because that was the same one I used for West Lebanon, and that's been fixed and all that, so shouldn't be grabbing. And I got the triple from the double from St. Louis 2009, and I added new cars and stuff on it, and oh boy, it's been a lot of fun crushing it. And then for a new twist, next to the double is the bus stack that I've used in several MTWS events, like in Julian. But I removed the car and put a tanker next to it as a little bit different touch to it. And the trucks, if you hit it right, you get a skyway and land on the cars on the other side, which is really cool. But it's pretty tricky to get. But anyways, this is the track for the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup. And boy, is it awesome. It might be the biggest Runners-Up Cup track ever in the free events that had freestyle with them. And of course, remember, the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup will be live, premiered, I mean to say, on January 28th. So look forward to that. But of course, we're not done yet, as up next is still the 2022 MTWS Championship. And here it is, the racing track for the 2022 MTWS Championship. It's the exact same setup as the Runners-Up Cup, with just a little difference of color. As normally in MTWS, I would have the colors of the league on the side of the hills, but instead I decided to do that for just the Runners-Up Cup. And for this championship, since I made a new unique logo for the first time in a long time, I decided to do those colors, which are Arizona State's flags colors. So yeah, nice touch to it as well. Plus I changed the scoreboard to show the 2022 MTWS Championship logo instead of showing the normal MTWS logo as it does on the Runners-Up Cup. So as for racing, as I filmed on the other side, as you can see, it's just still the same setup. Coming into the track as coming for the straightaway, and then making the turn to line up right for the final jump. And there you go. That is how racing will be done for the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup. Be the championship, just like the Runners-Up Cup. But, fans, are you ready? I know you've been waiting all these bumps, waiting for the freestyle track that I spent like a month making during the end part of the season. Are you ready to see the 2022 MTWS Championship Freestyle Track? Well, here we go! And there it is, MTWS fans! There is the 2022 MTWS Championship Freestyle Track that I worked on for an entire month. And oh my, I went out for this track as it is insane. And some new unique obstacle steps I've never done before in the league. As I'm seeing, you're looking at that beautiful triple, which we'll be getting to a little bit later on. Due to how massive that triple is, I had to put most obstacles out here. As right here is a semi-trailer stack with a little unique design to it to get some massive sky wheelies off it. Then there's the fountain from World Finals 13, and then there's a new van stack with the new cars, and then there is the new box fan stack with the Cardinals logo on since we're in Glendale, and there is tanks! That's right, we're using tanks for this track, along with the good old Jackrabbit, and of course the tire ramp, and of course Super Bowl 57 reference, as it's going to be in Glendale just a week or so later after the season over. And then, it's of course, instead of a backflip wall, we're going to bring out the backflip tanker on this track, and I updated so it should work a lot better. And then, of course, this big-ass tabletop with cars on it with some huge air potential on it. And then, of course, this bad boy right here. This is the Triple X. It's the triple from World Finals 9, combined into 2, and made into an X with huge cross-thread jumps and huge big air center jumps right there in the middle of each side to almost clear it from each side. That track, that obstacle is so big, it has to take half the track just to fit it. And that's why all the other obstacles had to be all the way down there. It was vitally needed. So, MTWS fans, what do you guys say about both the Runners-Up Cup and the 2022 Championship Track? Over a month getting these ops tracks made. Well, fans, I hope you enjoyed these beautiful tracks. And of course, remember, January 28th will be the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup, where the 16 trucks who didn't make the championship will compete for the Runners-Up Cup in both racing and freestyle. And of course, in between racing freestyle for the Runners-Up Cup, we will have qualifying for the 2022 MTWS Championship. And then, on February 4th, we will be back here to wrap up the season with the 2022 MTWS Championship. So get your calendar set, MTWS fans. January 28th for the Runners-Up Cup, and then February 4th for the 2022 Championship. I hope you cannot wait for the events coming up in over a month from now, and I hope you enjoy. So see you guys on January 28th and February 4th to wrap up the 2022 MTWS season, as it is going to be wild.